Good morning and welcome to day 3 of my writing retreat. We'll just do a quick check on the lake and it's all looking nice. It's a bit grey today, but it's not raining, which is good. The ducks are all around if you can see them. So I'm stalled a little bit on my progress, which is a bit disappointing. Partly, I think, because yesterday was quite a busy day. Monday's always busy for me. I have a call with a bunch of other cozy writers, so that takes up a bit of time. I also have a Zoom call with a fellow writer. We do a little bit of a check on what we're doing for the week, just to kind of keep each other going. And I also had a lovely visit from my friend Carolyn from the village and her dog, and we went for a walk, which was very important, and I'm glad I did it. But the combination of that meant that I lost a couple of hours yesterday. I also, last night before I went to bed, started to read what I'd done and realised that I've got a whole chapter that I don't think I need, which is very frustrating when you've written a whole chapter and then you go, yeah, I don't think I need that. I think it's going to slow the pace down, and therefore I'm probably going to just take the important piece of information that was in there and somehow get it into a different chapter. So that's a bit of a pain, but I am just towards the end of chapter 9, so I'm still doing okay. Chapter 10 will be the end of that act, so we're okay. I'm in fairly good shape. Just a little bit disappointed that I've wasted time writing a chapter that I don't need. I'm feeling like I've got a cold coming on. I've been sneezing a lot this morning, but that might just be one of those days. Today is also quite a difficult day in some respects, because today, 2018, is when my life changed for good and bad. I lost someone very, very close to me, who was also someone I'd worked with for a number of years. So he was a friend, a mentor, and an really important part of my life, my support network, but also my working life. So everything changed, and it took a while to get used to that, but we managed to sell the business, and really that's what led me to where I am now. So, because one of the most difficult things is when you lose someone, I think, is all the things you think of that they'll never get a chance to do again. Go to a concert, do a race, whatever it is that they would have done. And Mark was very much someone who did lots of things. He was always happy to go out of his comfort zone, whereas I definitely wasn't. But knowing that he could no longer do those things kind of made me feel that maybe I should be trying to do them, almost in acknowledgement that he will never have the chance. So I went out of my comfort zone in 2021 and decided that I would like to write. It had always been, if I won the lottery, what would I do? Oh, I'd like to buy a little cottage by the sea and write a book, is what I always used to say. I don't know why I thought that. I've never written a book before in my life, but it was something that I'd always felt I'd like to do. So when circumstances meant that we'd sold the business and it was COVID, so I couldn't really set up my own business, which was my plan, that was when I thought, well, why don't I push myself massively out of my comfort zone and do something I've never done before, but something that's perhaps always been a dream. And I did. And I published my first book in October 2022, and here I am now in 2.5 years later, really. No, 3.5 years later, doing this as my job, and I absolutely love it. And so I can only ever be grateful for his influence that got me to where I am now, and the circumstances that did. As much as I miss him every day and wish he was here, I feel at least that he would be looking down on me and thinking that I'd done something. Sorry, that got very personal very quickly, didn't it? But it's one of those days today, just to be thankful and grateful. So going back to my book, or certainly to my writing retreat, someone asked me what I eat when I'm on my writing retreat. I eat like a 12-year-old. I'm sorry. I have to apologise, but I do. I think last night I had some soup and 3 Dairy Lee's cheese triangles. That was the first hot food I'd had the whole time I'm here. it's not about eating while I'm here. I've got plenty of fruit, so don't worry, I'm not going to get scurvy or anything. I've got plenty of fruit. I've got some protein-based things that I made before I came, but this isn't about cooking. This is about writing. So I do tend to just live a little bit like, as I said, a 12-year-old. A lot of toast, cheese, and whatever else I can grab that's quick and easy. Thank you for your support. I hope you found this interesting. I haven't talked a lot about writing today, but I will do tomorrow. I've got my niece and her fiance visiting later today, so we'll go for a walk, which will be a lovely break. And I'm just going to crack on now and get some more work done. Have a good day. Bye.